What's up, Dodgers Nation? On a fresh episode of the 3 Up 3 Down podcast, I'm talking about whether or not the Dodgers should extend the contract of Trea Turner. Welcome back to the 3 Up 3 Down podcast. My name is Eric Yulo, your host for this 5-minute Dodgers Nation production. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. That is at EEULAU. Trea Turner's been a Dodger for less than 2 full months, but you could already make the argument the Dodgers should extend his contract before he hits free agency after next season. There is precedent for this. This is what the Dodgers do with Mookie Betts. They acquired him via trade and then extended his contract, didn't even let him get to free agency. Obviously, there's a lot of layers to the Trea Turner contract situation when it comes to the Dodgers. Corey Seager plays his primary defensive position at shortstop. Seager is a free agent this offseason, but the most important layer is the fact that Trea Turner is an incredible baseball player. He's one of only 7 position players to have more than 6 WAR entering Sunday's games. That list includes Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Fernando Tatis Jr., Jose Ramirez, Marcus Semien, and 2 former national teammates of Trea Turner's, Juan Soto and Bryce Harper. On a quick sidebar, Washington Nationals, you should probably just figure it out on how to keep 3 of the top 15 players in the league together. I don't know, just figure it out. But hey, thanks for Trea Turner and Max Scherzer. We appreciate it. Now, let's get back to Trea Turner and the year he's having with the Dodgers. He's right near the top of the list in the majors for batting average at .321, second behind Juan Soto, who's just been on an absolute tear. You look at the WAR, he's 7th, 3rd in stolen bases, 16th in runs, and 27th in weighted runs created plus. But he does a little bit of everything. He's an incredible contact hitter. He has his second highest on-base percentage for his career at .369. His best ever, 2016, .370. He already has his career high in home runs with 25 after blasting 3 over the weekend in Arizona. You look at where he ranks on the Dodgers since his first game with the team on August 6th. And in all of those categories, he is first, except for weighted runs created plus, where Corey Seager and Will Smith are slightly outperforming him. He's a contact hitter. He is a lifetime 300 hitter. He is a 5-tool guy. And I know the defense has been a bit of an adventure at second base. If you look at his defensive runs saved and his UZR, he's average, slightly above average at best. Some of the other stats would tell you he's well below average at second base. But let's give the guy some credit for having to switch to a position, switching positions to a position he never played, and not complaining a lick about it. And just joining a team like that and agreeing to switch positions, that says a lot about a guy. And I think in a locker room that's already very strong, I think Trea Turner fits right in. And the biggest separator for Trea Turner is the base running, the speed, to go first to home on a slow outfield single, to turn a single into a double into a triple, to easily score from second. That's something you cannot teach. That is a very special skill that he has. We've all seen the sliding videos, and they're all impressive for a reason because of how fast he's getting to that base and then how artfully he can slow down and slide. Okay, so we established 2 things. Trea Turner's incredible at baseball, and it's a best practice to hold on to your really talented players. Obviously, there's a lot of other variables at play, as there are for every team. For the Dodgers, they're shedding $117 million in payroll after the season, according to Spotrac. That does include Seager and Kershaw hitting free agency. Corey Seager is probably the biggest factor in Trea Turner and the Dodgers' ability to extend Turner's contract. I don't think keeping Seager and Turner are mutually exclusive. There is a world where Turner agrees or is happy to play second base for the Dodgers long term. But if he does, are the Dodgers going to sign him as a second baseman instead of a shortstop? And that's important because if they do go that route, the average MLB shortstop makes 110% more per year than the average MLB second baseman. There's only one second baseman who makes more than $15 million annually, and that is everyone's favorite second baseman, Jose Altuve, at $29 million. And then you have Francisco Lindor and Xander Bogaerts making $22.3 and $20 this year before Lindor's massive contract kicks in. And you have Fernando Tatis's massive contract too. So if the Dodgers want to wait and see how Seager's free agency goes, what the market looks like for shortstop, second baseman after this season, and then make a decision, that's fine. But they absolutely need to extend the contract of one of the best players in baseball and one of the best players on the team, and that is Trea Turner. That's it. That's all I have time for. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the Blue Heaven podcast on Monday, the live stream on Thursday with Clint Pacias and Brooke Smith, and you have Dodgers Dugout with Doug McCain. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the other side.